And one of the things that I'm saying with people is there is no change in behavior of the economic circumstances that people are facing. And I'll give you an example. Let's say an individual was employed, and while they were employed, they were going out to eat or going out to the bar a couple of times a week. And then they got a pink slip and they were laid off. Well, their social behaviors aren't changing. They're still going out. They're still going out to eat. They're still going to that bar a few times a week and just continually depleting any savings that they have. The public is not changing their behavior. It's almost as if the people are sticking their head in the sand and pretending that everything's great, that the money is still rolling in. Because right now, economists and you're talking TV heads, they're telling you these are the good times. So right now, you need to be saving all the money that you can in preparation for when bad times come. So when those bad times come, you have enough money to hold you over until the good times begin again. But in the eyes of most Americans, it's the equivalent of the chipmunk playing all day. The chipmunk never stops to collect nuts and hide those nuts for the winter. They're going to continue playing all day, even throughout the winter. And then in the winter, they'll find nuts. They'll go look for nuts every day. But I'm here to tell you, when winter comes, when hard, cold reality comes, you won't be able to find any nuts. And you're going to be left out in the cold, freezing. And that's where we are. It's going to be a sharp edge. It's going to be a cliff fall for many people. You're going to see many people who are in the best rides one week, and they're on the bus stop the next. Or you're going to see people that were living in the best places, in the best communities, the most high-priced communities one week, and the next week they're living back with their parents, or they're in a homeless shelter. So we're going to see a lot of people fall off the cliff, and it's going to be a sharp drop, and it's going to be a wake-up call. And I tell you what, many Americans, their minds are so fragile that it's going to end badly. You're going to see a lot of people who aren't here. You're going to have conversations like, what happened to our coworker Bill? Well, Bill didn't make it. He took his own life because once he got handed that pink slip, he was out of money. So you're going to see a lot of stories like that across America. And remember, folks, they're telling you these are the good times. If this is good, if this is great, this is the best that we can get. Imagine when it gets bad. So imagine what happens when the bad times come. And a lot of families, a lot of Americans, they're going to have to learn to do without. Maybe your 4-year-old, maybe he doesn't need Jordans on his feet. Or maybe it's time to sell that ATV, or perhaps not get a new one. Now, I saw a story, this was a few years ago, and it still resonates in my head because it was such a stark reminder of how the human mind in America is working. Now, there was a family of 4. Husband and wife and 2 kids, and it ended up being a murder-suicide, and it was because of financial reasons. What was so out of this world is the guy had a collection of probably 40 guns, and after reading the story and seeing the pictures, I was scratching my head because that collection, that was his financial way out of poverty. If he had sold even half of what he had, whatever debt he was in, I'm sure he could have gotten out of, but he couldn't part ways with those prizes. They were so dear to him that he would rather end it all than sell those and get out of debt. And that's where we are in America. The average person will not lower their lifestyle. They will not sell any of their belongings. And they'll go down with the ship before they make any type of changes. Now, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.